Hello everyone. Today we will study about the instrument which is called as velocity selector. So we are familiar with the basic concepts of magnetic Lorentz force. So what is a velocity selector? As the name itself indicates, that velocity selector is a device which selects particles of a particular velocity, right? So the other name is velocity filter, right? So it selects charged particles of a particular velocity. Now what is the basis? The basis is that here the perpendicular magnetic and electric fields are applied. The particle is allowed to move through that, and then after, the particles for which the magnetic force balances the electric force, those particles go undeflected, and those particles are selected by this velocity selector. So for that we need to understand its construction. If we have slit S1 from where different charged particles are entering with different velocities. Okay. Now in this region, a perpendicular magnetic field is applied which is perpendicular to this direction of motion of these charged particles, right? So if these are entering this way, the magnetic field can be applied this way or this way. I am applying it this way because I have to draw a corresponding graph where I will be using the vectors also. So this dot means the magnetic field is normally outward to this board. So this is a uniform magnetic field normally outwards. Okay, and in this we have to apply an electric field which is perpendicular to both this magnetic field and velocity, right? So if we have suppose we are applying this, these are the plates of a capacitor where we have this plate positive, this plate negative. So that means the electric field here is directed this way. I hope you are getting it. So the direction of electric field is very much clear. Right? Now we know, if we recall the motion of a charged particle in electric field only, if we have a charged particle this and we have an electric field this way, so what will be the electric force? The electric force direction will be this way, same as electric field direction, right? Now if we want to find the direction of magnetic force, we have to apply which rule? Fleming's left hand rule. So by Fleming's left hand rule. Let's apply it. We know that this is the magnetic field, so magnetic field is outward. Velocity is given by the central finger. So the force on this charge, if this charge is positive, then the force is this way. So you can say that the magnetic force by Fleming's left hand rule is this way. So we understood that this is the magnetic force, this is the electric force. For the particles, for those particles for which these two forces balance each other, the net force will be zero, and by Newton's first law, these will go undeflected. So if we place a screen over here with a slit, if this is our screen with a slit, so only those particles will pass for which the electric force is equal to the magnetic force. If magnetic force is more, the particles will be deflected this way. So here for these particles, Fm is more than Fe. Magnetic force is downwards, right? And for the particles for which the electric force is more, these will go this way. But for the particles where electric and magnetic forces are equal and these balance each other, these will go undeflected, and these are selected by velocity selector. I hope this is clear. Let's draw a graphical representation for this. If we consider this as x-axis, this as y-axis, and this as z-axis, right? So this direction is the direction of velocity. This is the direction of electric field, and this is the direction of magnetic field. So if I want to write this in vector form, I can write down that velocity vector is v into I cap. Magnetic field vector can be written as b into j cap, right? And electric field vector can be written as E into, sorry, this is written as k cap because magnetic field is along z axis. Electric field is along y axis, so this is written as j cap, right? So from here, the direction of electric force, we know that electric force is q E vector. So this will be q E j cap. So this is what? Electric force. Now let's see the magnetic force is q V cross B vector. Now this can be written as q V I cap cross B K cap, right? Now this will be, let's keep this magnitude part outside, and this will be I cross k cap. Now let's recall that circle which we studied for trig. This was I, this was j, this was k. So I cross k, the reverse direction is there, anti-clock is there. So I cross k is minus j. This is from 11th standard. So this is QVB. So this is FM. It is very much clear from this expression and this expression. Let's mark these as equation 1, equation 2. So from 1 and 2 it is clear that electric force and magnetic force are opposite to each other, which we have derived from discussion also, and here by vectors we have derived it, right? So for next step I need to rub the diagram. Now I just explained that for the particles for which electric force and magnetic forces are equal, those will go undeflected. So from 1 and 2, if 1 is equal to 2, so we are talking about direction part is j and minus j cap, so direction is opposite. Now we are talking about the magnitude part. So this QE is equal to QVB. From here, this Q can be cancelled and V comes out to be E upon B. Very important relation. That means the velocity selector selects the particles where the ratio of the electric and magnetic fields is equal to their velocity. So velocity selector selects the particles of velocity E upon B, right? So where this velocity selector is used, so you can just mention the uses in short, right? So wherever we need to select particles of particular velocity, second, it was used by J.J. Thomson for finding charge to mass ratio. Used by J.J. Thomson to find charge to mass ratio. I told you that charge to mass ratio is also called as specific charge. And third, it is used in mass spectrometer also. Here also it is used for charge to mass ratio only. Okay, so that's all for now. Thank you and have a nice day.